Good morning. It is about 10:30 on August 15th, a Monday, and I have the whole day ahead of me to work on stuff. Yay! This is like the first time in like weeks that I've had all day to be out here. So, and it's a nice overcast, somewhat cool day, so I'm really hopeful to get a lot done. I want to get some mowing done just around the house a little bit. Now that it's later in the summer, the grass isn't growing really tall, but it is a little messy looking, and just to kind of tidy it up, like I say, just around the house mostly. And then just keep working on getting some boards off the wall in the future living room. You may have seen my video that the kitchen is now pretty much done. I do need to clean it up. I mean, done as far as the boards off the wall. It's not done, but that part's done. And then the other thing that I'm hoping to work on today is following up with the company that I had come out and look at the foundation, doing some of the online paperwork that they need, signatures and things like that to get the ball rolling, to get a date scheduled. And yeah, so I'm excited about that. If you watched my July, August update, since I hadn't been doing weekly reports for the last few weeks, I mentioned that there was like 3 options with them as far as what to do. And in the end, I basically decided to do just the wall stabilization parts of it. And I will tackle the floor reinforcement / leveling myself. So, yeah, so I'm excited about that. Another thing on my to-do list is to reach out to some friends that I know that are electricians and see about having them come out and put an outlet or a couple outlets on my my pole, and then also giving me a quote both for what it would cost for them to do the wiring for the house, but then also for them to come up with a plan, like a schematic kind of for what I would follow if I was going to do it. So both of those pieces. Yeah, so those are some things I'm hoping to get done today. But yeah, excited to be out here and looking forward to sharing it with you guys. So I thought I'd pause really quick and just kind of show you one of the walls that I'm taking down today. Again, they're kind of all the same, but just kind of some unique pieces to what I'm doing and how they built homes and things like that. So I thought I'd just show you what I'm seeing here. So here's the wall that I've been working on this afternoon, or late morning, early afternoon. Started at the top this time. I was able to get the first board down. Started on this wall then. You can see a clothes hanger up there. So the wall goes all the way up to the floor above it. There's opening. There's no plate to separate the two, so things can fall down in between. These 2 wall cavities were full of sawdust insulation, which is kind of more like a wood shaving, I guess, in my mind, not true sawdust. And it's interesting because it really seems like it stays in there well. And another interesting thing that I have found is I've seen no evidence of mice in the wood shavings, like no mouse dirts, nothing, which I guess I just find interesting because it seems like it'd be a good environment for them to build in, but they obviously have not been. Here's a light bulb. So I'm not sure exactly when they put this in. My impression is that sawdust insulation was a really old form of insulating, but I also found some other things in the wall that would lead me to believe that it was insulated later more like in the 60s with the wood shavings. This 1960s Men of Action magazine from International Harvester Company was partway down in this wall here, which when you see how tightly this is packed, it would be hard for a magazine to slide down in there. It would have had to have gone in when it was blown in or poured in or whatever they do. And then the other find that I had at the very bottom of that wall was this cute little girl's purse. And again, I'm thinking, based on the picture in here, that would have been from about the 60s. So, little girl, age 9, I can't quite read her. Caroline, it looks like. It says 73 after her name. This is a school card, I think. So maybe she would have graduated in 1973. I'm not sure. But interesting stuff. So I've been working on this wall here behind me today. This is in the future living room, and just uncovered a little bit more wallpaper. I have uncovered some before now, but I just thought I'd take a quick moment and show you. It's kind of above the door here behind me. And I'm so sentimental, like, and I love old things. So I see these wallpapers that I uncover and there's layers of them, and I'm like, oh, I wish I could keep them. Obviously I can't, but it's just fun. It's fun to see like the story behind my house, and I feel like that's part of the story, is seeing like the way people generations before me chose to decorate the house. What's really cool, and maybe I've mentioned it before, but so there you can, let's see, you can see there's like the bare wood behind me. So originally it was bare, and then at some point people started putting up wallpaper, and then I'm not entirely sure when the lath and plaster would have gone up, but I think from my research, probably like the 30s or 40s, trying to like update the house and make it more modern. So that's pretty much all gone now. I've cleared all of that out. There's only one section of wall left over here. You can see down here. There, yes, right in that area. You can see a little bit of the lath and plaster. Well, the lath is coming through with the plaster over top of it. And so then eventually, as you can see, someone decided to wallpaper over the lath and plaster. And in what will be the kitchen, but what was the living room, they paneled over the wallpaper. So just kind of fun to see the years of different ideas and how people, you know, want to update their homes and keep them trendy. So just kind of fun. So I'll show you this wallpaper now. All right, so here's this spot above the door, and it's a border, you can see. So we've got the brown here that is most likely the first layer from the looks of it. And then we've got kind of this green and blue, which kind of makes me think of like the 20s. based on what it looks like and what I've seen. And then on top of the blue and green, we've got this smaller print. So there's 3 different layers there of what's going on before they ever put up lath and plaster. So just kind of fun. Again, like I wish I could keep it. It's really fragile, so it's not easy to take off and save. I might try, but it's questionable whether I'll get it or not. But just thought I'd share. And here's some more layers. You can see up in here and here, I think that's some of the trim that we could see over the door. Then you can see one type sticking through under here. I think this was that last layer we could see a bit of on the other one. And then it looks like after that layer, there was this definitely looks like the 30s to me, that pastel-y kind of blue-green with the print there. And down here you can see some more of this medallion that seemed like the oldest layer. As far as I can tell, you can kind of see, if I get in close, that behind it is just the board that they would have put down first. So, and then it looks like maybe they painted over the wallpaper with a pinkish paint before they wound up doing the lath and plaster. So all the layers, you tell a little story of my little house that's been here for so long.